Rightio. Uh, Evening chat. Where's me doobie? There's the doobie. I'm a doobie, by the way. Yeah. Ah. So, ooh. Can you hear that? What? Why is, why is, why is this chair so damn creaky today? That's so weird. Anyway, uh, yeah, that's so weird. Why has it been so creaky there? Was it just because I was sitting at a funny angle? I always sit at a funny angle. So, yeah. Just my go to load itself up. Cause, well, I do. Just having a wee bit of a stretch, but yeah, as you can tell from the title, I couldn't actually think of really much for today's stream, so I just went sod it and went with Disney Speedstorm. For no real reason, if I'm honest. Okay. There we go. All loaded in. And, yeah. You got the usual bits. So, the Star Chaser events. Essentially, this is a good way to get shards for a specific character, and maybe their epic crew member too. Level-wise, it goes all the way up to level 30, and yeah, you can get a fair bit of stuff from it. There are two versions of it. One where you just simply
hang the code and hang the rules. I'm a pirate.
That was weird. Huh.
To the helm.
Okay, that was weird. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to sort about with the settings a bit. Like, the noise gate settings. Which are the specifically the attack and release sliders. So yeah. I gotta admit, I do quite like streaming this game just cause it's very chill. I don't have to think, and it's actually very nice to actually clip my streams of this game, cause, well, I can get some real humdinger of moments out of them. So yeah. But yeah. I wouldn't say a head empty, but yeah. Alright, you have to do the actual thing a couple of times to actually finish some of the objectives.
Brilliant.
Let's see. Okay, if you like do all the objectives? Oh no way. Half of them you need a Frozen character for, the other half you need Elizabeth Swan for. Okay. But yeah, again, it's a way to unlock
Hoist the colors.
I've outraced an avalanche.
specific
This should-
characters.
Gosh, I'm just happy to help.
That just might set a record of mine.
Let's gear up for some fun. I'm all warmed
And
up
such.
and ready to...
My training should serve me well.
Well, upgrade and unlock specific characters. It's honestly not really well. I think it's probably better for getting new characters than upgrading.
This beat.
Hello, it's Snowman. Yeah, playing Disney Speedstorm
Fantastic.
and that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Just cause I couldn't think of what else to put on for today's stream, and I kind of fancied it. Cause I can just head empty it a little bit. Cause some days you do need a game where you can just head empty.
Ready? Yes.
And plus, another reason why I like doing streams of this particular game is because I can actually I actually tend to get a lot of moments that I can just clip, so it makes the short side of things a bit easier too. Especially when multiplayer gets
Didn't
factored
think so.
into it. I do need a pee real quick. Yeah, should have went before the stream, but hey ho. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Why is it with some daily challenges I end up needing to have to do it again?
My training should serve me well.
Figure out an angle. Always do.
Like, specifically with a character that can do stuns? Because with how they changed the daily challenge up, is that, you... For one of the objectives, you need to win the race with a character from a specific collection. Like, for instance, one from a Mulan collection, hence I was playing as her. But I tend to not end up getting the one where I need to stun two opponents. I guess it's probably just a case of I get through the race so damn quickly that that doesn't usually end up happening. Hell, I've even had ones where it's been activate 2 charge skills or 2 unique skills. But sometimes I end up not doing those objectives the first time around, because yeah, I can end the race pretty damn quick. So yeah. So there's that bit to it. Oh, another Tier Gold Pass. It's weird to think it's like only been what?
What's this?
2-ish weeks?
No, I think I will enjoy
And
this.
yeah, I still haven't gotten
What's this?
the going pass yet. That happens sometimes. How is my ranking on the Oswald event? Yep, still top 10. And wow, that's actually higher than I thought it was. Yeah, sometimes with the a lot of the time with these mid-season characters, you have these sort of events where you have to set your best race time with said character. This one was a bit of a bastard because it was the floating objects mode, but it wasn't actually that bad because Oswald actually has a really good charged activation of his unique skill. Essentially like Goofy's, but without the stun, and a lot better. Anywho, if I remember, yeah, this is the actual last one of these I need to do before I actually unlock Elsa. So that's good. Cause, out of the characters I have used, Elsa's probably one of the better ones. In my honest opinion, at least.
How hard can this be?
Follow me, Donkey.
I can do this.
Yes!
And today's variant is floating objects. Fantastic.
Here goes.
Yeah, floating objects is actually my least favourite race type. Because this game has a couple of different race types. That sort of... they don't change up the actual track itself, but the layout of certain objects might change, or the race might have unique rules you have to deal with, like follow the leader makes it so whoever's in front leaves behind a trail that can fill and overfill the boost gauge. You've got floating objects where most of the stuff is, well, floating.
Okay.
Which is a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. And you also have there is actually like a survival type elimination game mode actually. That one's actually quite fun. I do wish these actually showed up in multiplayer, not just in single player, because it would make, well, it would make ranked a lot more interesting. Or they can just save it for regulated. So that way you still have ranked as the serious mode and that sort of thing. But you can also have regulated be the happy fun play mode and that. And such. But yeah. Now I think about it, because I now have Elsa, the only one out of the Frozen Collection I haven't unlocked yet is Olaf. And he's gonna come from the Golden Pass. So yeah. Racer boost. Not really. I do kind of want to try and boost up one of my Lilo and Stitch characters, so I can get them to 2-star. Cause I would say for the season tour, you typically want your characters 2-star level 25, which is the max they can go at 2-star. I streamed this yesterday, funnily enough. Hi Gabriello. Yeah, small world, isn't it, when it comes to this sort of thing? Yeah, to be fair, I think I've actually, I think I've actually had days where I've streamed a game, only to have, another one, another VTuber stream it, like, either the day before or the day after. Mainly on the corpo side of things, though. But, yeah. It's just one of those weird things that happens. And such. In my first time also doing it. To be fair, I actually rather like streaming this game. That's kinda why I'm streaming it today. Because I literally could not think of anything else to stream. Which is weird considering how many bloody games I have. Lying around. Yeah. That is true. It is something you do need to get used to. Cause, hang on. Not like that. Close enough. But yeah, I agree with you there. It is a good game. It does take getting used to some of the mechanics, mainly the way mainly some of the nuances of the item system and how the drifts work. But honestly, the drifting works like a weird combination between Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing. In that, with Mario Kart, like, you can just hold it, but with Crash Team Racing, you're sort of encouraged to just drift chain. It's honestly rather interesting. Okay. Just wondering how many chapters of the season 2 are out. Okay, so yeah, 4 so far. Okay, that means it's been, if I remember, about nearly 4 weeks since it started. Yeah, because it like started about mid-November or something like that. Let's see. I haven't done too many of the like thing boxes. Then again, I don't really have too much need for that sort of resource at the moment. But, yeah. What character actually is in Regulator? Beast. Oof. Yeah, no, that's a... Yeah. Beast is apparently kind of, shite. Let's see.
Make space for another troop.
I won't let you down. On.
Oh, that's Wazowski with a Z.
Looks like I'm up.
Reindeers are better
Do
than
I
people.
want to bang my head against the wall trying to get Kristoff up to, platinum again? For the shits and giggles, yes.
I'll drive.
And I'm all here for the shits and giggles. To, a certain degree, at least.
Does this thing work again?
Alrighty.
This is gonna be a great race. This car, she makes.
Okay, there's a Jafar with the Epic crew member, and a Angel and a Mike here. Gotta be careful of that.
I could use a lift. Gotcha.
And it looks like the Daisy is ahead of me.
Yes, of course.
There are certain characters like that can be a bit of a nightmare to deal with,
Sorry.
and Mike Wazowski is one of those. Trust me, like, I played Mike Wazowski, and I can be really damn obnoxious with him sometimes, or feel like I am.
Not bad, right?
I forget just how short some of these tracks are. Like I said, I haven't been doing haven't been doing the things
Is this
box.
from Slacker?
I will win this. Are there any jumps on this one?
No pressure. Right?
Where am I and what am I doing?
I won't go
But yeah.
Going for it. Let's see.
Apologies if I am head empty sometimes, or I just go really quiet. Yeah, I can be like that sometimes.
A little help here. Hey.
Whoa, this Olaf is lagging all over the place a little bit. Ow.
Come on, Sven.
Yep, someone has a shite internet connection.
Here's nothing. Here's
I do
nothing.
kind of like the fact that they do just straight up say if someone has a bit of a dodgy internet connection. It's all in a way warn you that shenanigans are gonna laggy shenanigans are kinda gonna be afoot here.
Oh!
Which yeah.
Reindeer coming through. Yeah. Gotcha. I need a boost, Sven. Go get him, buddy.
not bad.
Going for it. It's fine.
Not bad at all.
Good. Fascinating.
But yeah,
Is this fresh lacquer?
also, I do
Where am
have,
and what am I doing?
She needs to be
Done. I'm excited.
Good luck, everyone.
Crystal to a decent level. Yeah, I do literally want to raise up. Either Elsa Hans instead, just cause, yeah, they're a lot better to use. Well, Olaf. Hey, if it's fine, where are you from? I'm British. So yeah, that's why I'm probably that's why it's probably like 12 wherever you are. I know it's 12. Well, probably about half 12 in PST and about half 3 in EST. As for Australian and Japanese time zones, not a bloody clue. But yeah. Oh, I'm from UK too. That's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm from the UK. Japan is 9 hours ahead of UK, I think. I think it's probably more. I think it's more potentially. No, it is ahead. I don't know if it is about 8 or more than that, because we're closer to PST than we are JST. And PST is 8 hours behind. And let's see. So it is probably more. Yep, it's 9 hours. Okay. That makes sense. Cause I'm trying to think, cause my Elshi the time she usually streams, which is like 8 and 9 PM PST, it's usually like midday-ish in Japan.
Don't start without me.
Because like she's like a corpo VTuber and that, so
Will make my family
yeah. And for, I can imagine, well, for the Japanese-based VTuber agencies, they obviously have to, yeah, yep, that seems about right. Yeah, they have to work by their time a little bit. in terms of certain things. And no, I'm an indie, so I don't really know that sort of side of things. Hell, I barely know the indie side of things half the time.
What?
But,
Hey, over here!
yeah. That does seem about, right. Okay, so JST is 9 hours in ahead. Okay, I'll have to remember that for future reference.
Let's see.
Cause I know the time difference for PST and EST, which are the two main American time zones. Cause most of my community, yeah, I looked it up. That's how I know. Fair enough. It's one of those things, nothing good old Google can't fix.
Come on, Sven.
Yeah, most of my audience tends to. Yep, that is EST. Whilst PST is 8 hours behind. So it's like for PST 20 to 1, and for EST cause they are 5 hours behind, like you said, it would be 20 to 4. Yeah, I've literally drilled it into my brain at this point. It's actually rather helpful to actually do that, to actually memorize certain time zones. Because I know CST, which is Central Standard Time, is in between, yeah, it confuses me so much. Oh, all these letters. Yeah. But, I'm good at memorizing random crap like that. Like, it's just how I am. I'm good at memorizing the most random of things, but not always the most important of things. Except in this instance, because, like, that is actually useful to know, because of the fact that, yeah, same sometimes, yeah. It's useful to know my end, well, our end, if, like, you do watch, especially, again, corpo, VTubers. So if it's Pacific time, yeah, PST is Pacific Standard Time, EST is Eastern Standard Time, BST is British Standard Time, GMT, I think, stands for either Generalized Global... Oh, Generalized... GMT stands for... Global Morning Time or something? I can't remember exactly that one. And then you...
Let's see.
Huh. I don't know what other ones there actually are name-wise.
I don't get it.
Because the main ones you do hear about are GMT, PST, EST, JST, and sometimes BST, depending on the individual VTuber or stream you're watching.
It's not itchy, is it?
So, yeah. Like, I've sort of memorized it, because on my schedule I do have PST and EST times. Because of the fact that, well, I tend to take quite a few cues from corpo VTubers. Again, my Oshi, but which essentially, well, Oshi is like a term within the VTuber community. Obviously Japanese in origin, cause of Japanese-based VTuber agencies that kind of skyrocketed the popularity in VTubing, and so some terminology is like Japanese, and essentially kind of what Oshi means. I don't know if it's the exact translation, but I can't remember if it's 100% correct, but I think it mainly means the person you mainly support. A man. And since to be honest, 9 times out of 10, I will be watching this one particular streamer. Especially cause, when she typically streams at, and how long she streams at, she ends up streaming most of, if not the entire morning for us. Yeah, Japanese is hard, good to learn though. Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if, like I said, like, you are planning on auditioning for, Japanese-based VTuber, end branches of, Japanese-based, VTuber auditions. Like, I know, Nijisanji Yen just finished up with their latest batch of auditions. And that. Yeah, I'm a lot more well versed in Nijisanji Yen stuff than I am like Hololive and Holostars Yen stuff. What? Just cause, yeah. I only know Japanese because of Pokemon. Actually, there's some interesting facts that, well, one interesting fact is that,
I don't get it.
Some Pokemon names actually, don't translate, well, are different than what you expect. Like, take Charizard. The Japanese name for him is Lizardon, which probably translates to, I wouldn't be surprised if it translated to something like Fire Lizard or something like that. I don't know. I don't know too much Japanese, only from like bits and pieces I've absorbed here and there. I know some of the basic stuff, but I also know with Japanese, just for different contexts you use a particular word in, can change its meaning. Really. But I know some of the obvious ones I've had, but not that many other than that. I kind of remember 1 to 10 in Japanese. Let's see. Ish ni go rop shish hash kuju. I don't think that was all of them, but That was probably most of it. Yeah. There's a bit of a reason why I actually know that. It's cause, oh god. It's cause of the fact that well, most of my family, like, went to this particular karate club and they obviously had to learn that sort of thing
I don't get it.
for like some of the movements and that for it. I have a funny story about that as well, in the fact that I tried it for a week and then just decided, nah, it wasn't for me. Yeah. Yeah. Cause, to be honest, I think that was roundabout when I don't think that's quite when I started getting into games as much as I did. Because I know whenabouts that was. I'm gonna go for now, see ya. Alright then, mate. Have a good one.
On 3. 1, 2.
Finish line, here I come.
You can't run from me.
This is gonna be a great race. This car. Got it. No.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I don't think muscle memories really started to kick in with this game a little bit. Like, you know, you can, well, you know muscle memories kicked in when you can play a game and talk at the same time. And, like, still do decently well.
Okay.
So, yeah. But then again, when it comes to games, I do have rather good muscle memory. Like, I could quite literally start playing, well, pick up Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and immediately find my footing again. Like, I don't know. I wonder if that's actually why I adapted to this game so damn easily. Cause I had that muscle memory from Mario Kart 8 from Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel and that.
Fascinating.
So yeah, it's probably one of those things that sort of extended from there. I wonder if that's also why I remember just random bits of Japanese, because I've heard them ad tedium that I've sort of not only picked up what it actually is, well, the actual word, but also its meaning. Hence why I've sort of learned that some,
This is where the real one.
well, like I said, some words, if used in specific contexts, are used for completely different meanings. Again, don't hold me to that, because I don't know enough about the language. I kind of want to. Like, that is legit actually going to my New Year's resolution. And that to learn Japanese.
I could use a lift.
Cause, well, I just generally would like to. I know.
Going for it.
Not, well, partially to actually speak it, cause that's one thing actually on my bucket list, is to actually go to Japan. And from what I've heard about it, it's actually a really nice place. And I love sort of cultural stuff as well. Seeing that side of things. And obviously where most, well, a fair chunk of game companies are Japanese based, they obviously pull from their own culture a fair bit.
Here goes.
That's why in some like gacha games you have summer festival events and that sort of thing, because yeah, it's likely from a Japan-based company that celebrate that sort of thing. And that's why in something like Arc Knights or something like that, you might get login bonuses and that sort of thing to do with Chinese celebrations
It's not
and
itchy,
such
is it?
of that nature. Again, it's one of those things that's actually really fascinating to me. Like, really, really fascinating to me. But, yeah. I do kind of love little things like that. Just cause, well,
Is this fresh lacquer?
I can get very curious about certain
Where
things.
am I and what am I doing?
Sometimes to my own detriment, but that's a topic for another time. There are a lot of shit I've looked up that I wish I didn't. Some, hi there, yeah, I have no idea what your username is, because I have what language is that? Russian? But welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm not great with languages outside of English.
Come on, Sven.
Just cause being British, well,
Okay.
I don't actually know too many languages outside of English.
Going for it.
Like I was saying earlier, I have picked up bits and pieces from Japanese, but
Use a lift.
that's because I've been exposed to so much Japanese media and that sort of
Catch 'em
thing
next time.
in my adult life, that I sort of osmosis some of it. German I know a little bit about. That's cause like that French and Spanish are stuff you can actually learn a bit of in schools over here. But though one joke I always make about languages that I know, that do coding languages count? Because I know a couple of those.
I think I might enjoy it.
Who's gonna be so jealous? Where am I and what am I doing?
I will win.
I know mainly C#, but I do know JavaScript too. Cause, well,
Let's see.
I literally have qualifications. That was weird. In game development and such. So, yeah, and I've sort of retained a fair bit of that information. Though, with coding languages is a bit weird. Because of the way coding is. Because you're not just coding for no purpose. You're coding for use in specific things, like obviously with C#, it's mainly for using game engines, mainly Unity, really. But yeah, with how with that whole situation. Yeah, it's one of those. Do people really want to be touching that again? And I don't actually know how to use any other game engine. Well, that would make for an interesting stream idea. Like, I just try a new open source game engine and see if I can actually figure out how the hell everything works.
Wow! Really?
Yeah, that would be a stream that would be all over the bloody place. But I suppose that's some of the funner streams. The ones that are a wee bit more chaotic. And that sort of thing.
Don't start without me.
But then again, it's not like I'm not open to that sort of thing, cause even with doing that sort of thing, there are things I do want to mess about with. Like, I stream via Streamlabs, Streamlabs desktop, but I have fiddled about with OBS, OBS Studio a little bit too. Not too recently. Well, not too long ago, I mean. So, yeah. And also, there are all sorts of cool little things I want to mess about with. And see if I can get working. Cause screwing about with like stuff for streams is actually really fun.
I'm just gonna
like
this.
I found out that there are certain things you can do in Streamlabs that I couldn't think you could do in OBS. You can do in OBS. And how the hell have people got Oswald already? Oh wait, monetization and microtransactions.
Don't start without me.
Crap.
This is gonna be a great
Whatever. I'm top 10% for the Oswald event at the moment, so that's good. Ah.
Oh, no.
So yeah, come Friday, I'll probably end up at the very least unlocking Oswald, and hopefully if I stay in top 10 for that. What the hell did I do there? But yeah, hopefully if I stay in top 10 for the Oswald event, I can get close to 2-starring him. Because if you can use Oswald in place of like Mickey and Friends characters and that sort of thing, I probably would use him with it. Because in the Oswald event you do get a free trial version of Oswald, so that because of it being one of the time trial ones with like bigger, well, wars that isn't just multiplayer coins behind it, they tend to put you on a even playing field for it. So yeah, so I've had a chance to screw about with Oswald, and I do like the charged version of his unique skill, because characters in this game have
That could have gone better.
they have a specific set of like normal skills or normal items to use, and what ones they actually get from that depends on their class, really. Like, defenders like Kristoff are more likely to get the green ones, brawlers the red ones, speedsters the blue ones, and tricksters the only purple one in the game, if they even have that in their skill set. But in addition to that, when you get a character up to 2 stars, not only do you get the usual upgrades of like crew member slots, well, not so much with the 2-star upgrade, but
Okay. Take it easy.
with increase in level cap, and at 2 stars you unlock their unique skill, which is unique to that specific character. And where certain skills in that have every skill has a normal and charged activation. Some have a backwards one too. But yeah. Sometimes characters are like quote-unquote meta for those specific for those unique abilities. Like Mike Wazowski, who isn't the greatest in the world stat-wise, he makes up for it with his
That could have gone better.
ability, which plops down doors where that he can go through, and it zooms him along the track a little bit, but if an opponent hits it, it sends them backwards a bit. And yeah.
It's not itchy, is it?
It sort of goes from there.
Okay, on 3. 1, 2. Is this our slacker?
But yeah,
Will make my family proud.
like, there's really 2 things that kind of make characters stats, and more importantly, the skills, well, unique skills and the non-unique skills they get access to. But obviously, skills are going to be more important.
Really?
And there are certain skills of each type that I prefer over others.
Come on, Sven.
As for the offensive ones, the red color coded ones, yeah, I kind of like them all.
Yeah, yes.
Um,
Come on, Sven.
I kind of like bomb and disc the most though. Not saying fire's bad, but hell, it's actually really satisfying to get a charged one. Is why any character who's epic crew member, a crew member specific to them, and gives them an item to start off the race with. If there's one that gives them fire to start off with, watch the hell out. Because with how more close range that is, in that beginning huddle it becomes devastating if used correctly. Like, I have Genie from the previous Aladdin season with his epic crew member, which, well, gives him fire, and I usually pop the charge version of that from the get-go. And that sort of thing. So yeah, but I prefer bomb or disc in more situations. As for the speed-based ones, I prefer the one that just gives you a boost. Not to say the dash one is bad, it's still good, but I prefer the boost one cause I find it more useful for two reasons. A, extra boost generation is always good, and B, the charge, well, it can also push your boost bar into what I call overcharged. It's basically just a second bar boost, but it's super useful just for that, because you can then just charge up the rest of that second bar of boost through normal means. So,
Yeah.
it kind of goes from there. And yeah.
Oops.
No.
Ew. Huh. I just realized his thing was on the screen.
That could
Yeah.
be better.
Okay, I have no idea how to actually sort that out. Oh, you're back. Yeah, I noticed you put your thing ID up. Hey, that's not a good idea, because someone can just use that. And B, I'm not taking friend requests at the moment, unfortunately. Cause, I don't know, I'm a bit weird when it comes to that. Really? So, yeah.
Okay. On 3. 1, 2. They move themselves. Yeah. for it.
I've gone all quiet all of a sudden. Sorry, I sometimes just randomly go silent. Either without really realizing it, or it's gone a bit into an okay, how do I solve that situation mode.
Here's nothing. Need it.
Which yeah, it's something I have noticed a fair bit.
Here goes. Clear a path, Sven.
It's, I guess, the way my brain just processes shit. Cause, well, my brain's fucking weird. And such. And
Here goes.
it's just how my brain computes stuff. And honestly, that's all I can really say about that, cause they say the best person, well, the person that knows about their mind is the most is themselves, but honestly, I really don't know my own mind some days. It's a little worrying, but then again, getting all philosophical for a minute, does anyone really know what goes on in their own minds? I certainly don't. I can sometimes, but most of the time I don't. Then again,
Whoa, is this for slacker?
it's not something I worry too much about, because at the end of the day, I'm me, and that's all that matters.
Here goes. Gotcha.
And what the hell was that beast? Like,
Phew.
I legit do not know what that beast's sort of game plan was there. Was he trying to tackle me?
Clear a path, Sven. Hey.
Huh. Yeah, that was actually legitimately weird.
Here goes.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
But, yeah. Ah.
Going for it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, yes. Come on, Sven. No!
Sorry, I got distracted there and ran straight into the instant death wall, I guess.
Okay.
if you see me go quiet about, like suddenly go quiet, it could be because my brain's trying to process how to go about certain things, because where I am really new to streaming, just generally, there are certain situations and that my brain is still learning to try and deal with, and in that way, my brain hasn't quite figured out how to deal with all of them yet. So yeah. So essentially, if I go quiet when it comes to certain things, just know it is just my brain going through the motions with it, trying to figure out the best course of action to a particular situation, because it's one I haven't encountered before.
Don't start without me. You can't run from me.
Everyone's loose out there.
Hold on tight.
So yeah, it's just inexperience combined with the way I think about stuff. Well, because as you guys may or may not know, even though I have actually written it in the rules, I'm autistic and I have ADHD, so I tend to think of, well, I don't think it's just because of that, because like there are other factors that probably contribute to it, but I tend to think things through differently to other people. So yeah, and sometimes it can take me a while for my brain to actually think of a response to certain things. It's really just how my brain just processes information. It's actually really fascinating to delve into that sort of thing, because, well, I get fascinated by a lot of shit too. But I think that's more part of my personality than any of my autistic and ADHD traits or anything like that.
Wow! Really?
Nearly got Christoph up to platinum. Nice. I think that's going to be my goal for today. Finish getting Christoph up to platinum so I do not have to bloody touch him again in online multiplayer. But yeah. There's a steamboat, Mickey. I know to be wary about those. And there's a genie too. Oh, sod bollocks.
1, 2.
At least it's on this map.
Slacker.
I like silver screen. Just for the aesthetic.
I'm deciding my own future.
Especially cause I am one of those people that like do watch history of videos, and there was a time where I just got really into watching ones about cartoon characters, specifically Disney ones, and I just found it utterly fascinating. And I suppose that's another thing I really like about this game. Like, they don't just reference the more well-known or modern stuff, but also the older stuff too. Like, for instance, did you know that Angel doesn't actually come from the film Lilo and Stitch itself? It actually came from the series?
Here's nothing.
And that came after the second film.
That's done. Let's
And
see.
yeah, I pretty much grew up with that, if I'm honest. And that's probably why Lilo and Stitch is one of my favourite sort of Disney properties. And obviously one of my most wanted, well, out of the roster, Stitch is the character I actually want the most. And it ain't because it's better, it's just because I have a genuine connection to the character. Though him being a speedster also helps. I do like using speedsters.
I don't get it.
Just, cause. Like, one thing I have sort of noticed this stream is that the mini feed on Stream Labs is actually lighting up with stuff. It's never done that before. No idea why.
Is this fresh lacquer?
It's not like it's I haven't taken notice of it all this time. It's more it's only just started showing stuff up. Well, showing up with stuff this stream. So yeah, don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Well, better late than never. Because I'd say I'm also one of those people that likes having information about stuff. Especially when I need to make a decision on stuff and that. I can make better decisions
Going for it.
with more information. But
Could have gone better.
I guess that's just the nature of making decisions. You do want a fair bit of information. But at the same time, with certain things, I don't think you need information for it. Sometimes you do just need to go sod it and just do it. And then there's the rare time you just need to go fuck it and go for it.
Don't start without me.
One of those for me was just dreaming in general. Well, I suppose in that particular instance I did like ask my parents, because yeah, my adult ass still lives with my parents. Because my financial situation is shite. But And hell, my emotional and mental headspace wasn't the best either. But I guess streaming had that sort of side effect on me too. But I just generally have a healthier headspace when it comes to certain things. I'm a lot more emotional, which I think is a good thing. I'm not as pessimistic. I have actual faith in humanity again. Yeah, weird to think that I didn't have that before I started streaming. But, yeah. Ow. Dang it.
Yeah, okay.
Ow. Do you mind, game? Oof.
That could have gone better.
Big oof. But, yeah, yeah, things have just gone generally better. I'm just a lot better as a person.
Fascinating.
But not just from stream myself, but also watching other streamers have really helped too.
Don't start without me. No pressure. Right? Hey, don't start without me.
I will make my family proud.
So, yeah.
They doomed themselves already.
Ah, shit. It didn't do the countdown for me. Sometimes it won't, or start the race before, like, I'm ready. Which is, yeah, a bit of a bug, I think. But I think it's probably just an issue with this version, which is the Switch version.
Oh no.
Cause, yeah, Switch versions of games can act a bit funky sometimes.
Yeah, yes.
Ow.
No.
God, not behind the steamboat, Mickey. Yeah, for context, I don't like dealing with steamboat Mickeys. Cause they're bloody annoying to deal with. I suppose that's kind of a thing with, like, though. That's the weird thing about Steamboat Mickey. He's a defender whose special thing. Actually, now I think about it, Trickster's unique skills tend to be a bit different. Because they seem to be more focused on building up boost. From what I can tell.
on 3. 1, 2.
Doc, I'm excited.
You can't run from me.
Hey, don't start without me.
But yep.
Come on, Sven. Let's see. No. Yeah. What?
Anna.
Yes, of course.
It's sort of certain classes tend to have their
That's done.
skills their unique skills a certain way. Like speedsters will have ones that are, well, actually speedsters and ballers kinda have more stun orientated, well, offense orientated ones. Though some like Mike Wazowski do have more ones based off of well, Mike Wazowski's one is more to put himself ahead. Defenders have more disruptively, one's meant more to disrupt. And or shield. And tricksters tend to have one focus on building boost.
Here's nothing. Go get him, buddy. Yeah, okay.
So yeah.
That could have gone better.
It's rather interesting to actually see how different characters have their unique skills. I know. I tend to talk a lot about I tend to do a lot of commentary on games that I'm playing. Just cause I tend to think of them from a more
Don't start without me.
analytical mind, because in general I have a rather analytical mind. About certain things.
Okay.
But it's also cause, well, literally doing college and university courses on game development and that sort of thing. Game development, game design, that sort of thing. I know all about that sort of thing, so I guess my brain just automatically looks out for that sort of thing.
Okay.
God, there's a steamboat, Mickey. But, yeah. In completely unrelated news, did you hear that they're doing a Kung Fu Panda 4? To be fair, I kinda knew about this months ago, cause, leaks and shit. You can't keep shit hidden on the internet nowadays. Except VTubers are actually really damn good at keeping shit hidden. Like, legitimately, I'm not kidding, they are very good at keeping things under wrap till they reveal it. But yeah, I knew about Kung Fu Panda 4 being a thing like ages ago, just because of the leaks. And yeah, it's another one of those why does it bloody exist kind of sequels. Like, they did not need to do Toy Story 4. I'm sorry, but no. Toy Story 3 was a good enough conclusion. I cried my eyes out of that of the ending of that damn film, thank you very much. Like, I nearly bawled my eyes out at the end of Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children.
How does this thing work again?
Don't judge me.
Family proud.
Where am I and what am I
yeah. But unlike in Toy Story 4, with Kung Fu Panda 4, I can kind of see why. Just cause it does the what I call the next logical step. But it also does what I'm sort of calling the last logical step. Basically, the last what I'm calling the last logical step is the last thing they could really do for that character's story to have it make sense. Like a character we've probably seen from like birth at the end of the film, the last logical at the beginning of a film series, and the last logical step could be like them retiring or them passing on type thing. Yay, we got Christoph the Platinum.
It's not itchy, is it?
Okay, I am going over to the Zatsu desk because we need to discuss this shit further. Like, I'm not kidding, this is something I want to talk about. So, the next logical step is obviously the next logical step you can do without it feeling shoehorned in or forced. And the last logical step is essentially that, but the last one they can get away with before they again feel forced or shoehorned in. And with Kung Fu Panda 4, how that sort of seems to be, it seems to not only be the next logical step, but the last logical step. Like, the last bit of Pearl's journey, in my personal opinion. And that. Especially with how they seem to be setting up the villain for it. Like, it sort of has a sense of actual finality to it. Like, this is going to be the last one, or they end it off in a way that is satisfying enough for it to just be ended there. For the film series to be ended there, like with Toy Story 3. But, yeah. I haven't seen Toy Story 4 just cause, again, I legit think that 3 should have been the last one. Yeah, they did like little specials and that here and there, but I don't mind that, cause, those smaller scale sort of things work. Cause like, they've done all the big shit now, now they're just doing the little sort of ventures. And that. So, yeah. Yeah. It's like with certain other things, like, with, let's say, The Little Mermaid. You had the first one, and then you had the second one where they had a kid, and there was a thing there, and that sort of thing, and they've dealt with the threat from the first film, and any other threats related to that. And that was actually how they did a lot of Disney films back then. They just had a film that could just be its own standalone thing, and in some instances really should have been just a standalone film. Like, we really didn't need that second Atlantis film. And, yeah. It's sort of... Because they did just typically do one... Well, a standalone film and then sometimes a sort of second one, like those direct to home video sequels and that. Hell, Aladdin had like 2 of those actually. But, neither of which I've actually seen. Yeah, I, guess I haven't really seen a lot of those kind of films. Like those, direct-to-home video Disney sequels. Like, and even though, like, I've watched quite a few of the Lilo and Stitch films. Like, I've seen the first 3. I haven't seen the last one, which was a more direct-to-home video kind of film. Because it, like, served essentially as an epilogue to the actual series. So, yeah. Again, some of them were alright. Or alright looking. Others were just bad. Like the aforementioned second Atlantis film. Like, they... that one was just kind of all over the place and just sort of very disjointed. Cause, like, I didn't know how the sort of individual the quote-unquote individual stories kind of fit together and actually had anything to actually bloody do with Atlantis till not too long ago. Am I? But yeah. That was back when sequels were, well, could be hit or miss. But I'm not gonna lie, between the original Atlantis and probably one of my favourite, well, other favourite Disney films of all time, Treasure Planet, I effing love that one. I know, I guess I just did. I think I liked a lot of ones that people didn't, well, probably didn't like as much. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch had, like, probably had a quite, an audience, but you don't hear it nearly talked as much as other properties. Especially nowadays, with the exception of Disney Speedstorm, and like Disney video games and that sort of thing, but that's about it. But yeah, and Stitch is actually one of my favourite Disney characters of all time. Yeah. The original Atlantis and Treasure Planet. Love those films. Apart from that, I don't think I was like massively into Disney too much. Cause especially like the more musical based ones, cause well, even back then I wasn't really into those sort of ones too much. But I'm not gonna lie, they are better than some of the Disney films nowadays. Mostly cause yes, while they do sing frequently, they don't sing literally every 5 bloody seconds. Though, it could just be I have a bit more of a fondness for those older ones. And now, I haven't really seen like a lot of the modern stuff, but that's cause a lot of it just does not interest me in the slightest. It could be just cause I'm sort of not too interested in watching those kind of films nowadays. Hell, I don't watch a lot of films nowadays in general. I just tend to spend most of my time on YouTube. And no, I'm not kidding on that one, I do just prefer to spend my time on YouTube. And yeah, that's just how I guess I am with it. I do just prefer some of the older Disney stuff, I guess. Hell? Like, some older stuff in general I just have a bit more fondness for. I don't think that's just cause of a nostalgia standpoint. I think it's cause it was a bit more quality over quantity things. Because, take, like, for instance, Scooby-Doo films. The director home video ones were, like, bloody awesome. Except Cybertrace, I did not like that one. Yeah. And then, like, in the early 2000s, it just kind of went sideways a little bit. And then you got, like, the more modern Scooby-Doo films, which are kinda weird. But not a bad kind of weird. More the, oh, this seems, different and actually interesting. Kinda different. But it's not some, but Scooby-Doo films, it's not something I'll go out my way to watch nowadays. Except if it was the older ones. With the exception of Cyberchase. Like, Alien Invaders, not so much. Because whilst I still do like it, I just prefer Zombie Island and Witch's Ghost a hell of a lot more. Like, legit. God. Yeah, this has definitely given me some ideas for some fan art. Or just pixel art in general. After the ones I currently have cooking. Yeah. It's just, yeah. Yeah, I guess I just prefer, when it comes to, like, more kid-orientated stuff, I guess I just like some of the older ones, because they were not afraid to just go into slightly more edgier territory, and that sort of thing. Not like the old, like, stupidly kiddie crap nowadays. Yeah, call me a boomer all you like, but we had better Scooby-Doo films. Oh, better Scooby-Doo and Disney films, and you can't bloody tell me otherwise. Also, we didn't have microtransaction bullshittery to deal with either. So, yeah. But, I think I've rambled on about that one long enough. So, it's been 2 hours, so I am going to call it here for the night. So, thank you everyone so much. Oh, whoops. And my mic peaked there. Anyway, deal with it. Thank you all for coming so much. I hope you've had an awesome time here and you've enjoyed the stream as much as I have been streaming it for you guys and interacting with all you lovely people. Stay safe out there, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next stream. See you later, all. Good night, chat. Good night. And have a happy rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, etc. Good night. Good night, chat. Good night, chat. Good night.